Hi and welcome to the video on sketching linear graphs. Again, I assume that you've seen this kind of thing in the past, but I just want to recap it really quickly for those who need a refresh of their memory. So there's essentially two methods that I want to look at to sketch linear graphs. One of them being the intercept method, which is what I've got here, and the other one being the gradient and y-intercept method. I don't really care which way you do it. It doesn't really bother me at all. There's no right way of doing it. But I will say that you must, for every graph that you draw, you must have both intercepts labelled. So therefore, sometimes I prefer the intercept method, but it really doesn't matter which one you do. I'll start with the first method, the intercept method. Essentially, what we're asking is, what is the y-intercept and what is the x-intercept for a linear graph? The y-intercept is when x equals 0. The x-intercept is when y equals 0. Hopefully that is not new to you and you understand it. If you don't, please ask me and I can explain a little bit more behind it. So if y equals 2x minus 4, that's the first equation that I've got, my first graph, and it's really representing x, as x changes, y will change. It changes at this sort of rate. I'm going to find out the y-intercept first, so I'm going to make x equals 0, and that's probably the easiest one to do because I just cover up this one here, I ignore that, and I get negative 4. So I have the point 0, negative 4, because x is 0, y is negative 4. And then I need to find my x-intercept. That means that I can make y equals 0, and so I get 0 equals 2x minus 4. I rearrange this equation, and I get x equals 2. Hopefully you would be able to do that as well. Again, if you're having trouble, let me know, or have a go at it yourself. So I've got these 2 points, 0, negative 4, and 2, 0. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put those 2 points on my axes like this, 2, 0, and 0, negative 4, and I'm just going to draw a straight line in between them, and that's my linear graph. I need you to label these each time, so I need you to label the axis, so where it crosses the axes. These are the intercepts, 2, 0, and 0, negative 4. In Year 12, you'd lose a mark if you don't have those labelled, so you might as well get into a good habit in Year 10. You might even lose a mark in Year 10, to be honest. So let's just make sure that we do that. Okay, I'll move on to a different question. Y equals negative 3x minus 9. Again, I'm going to find the y-intercept. That's when x equals 0. I covered this one up, I just get negative 9. That's nice, and I get this point here. When the x-intercept, when y is 0, I get 0 equals 3x minus 9. Now I've done all of this in my head. I probably should have shown you, what I did, but I added 9 to both sides. I divided negative 3 on both sides, and I get x equals negative 3. So then I can just put those 2 points in there, draw a straight line, sort of straight, it's a little bit wobbly, a straight line in between the two, and then I have my graph. In this case, there's a negative gradient. I knew that anyway because there's a negative in front of this here. All of these are based on this kind of equation, y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. Okay, this next graph that I'm about to do looks a little bit different. As you can see, this next graph is, it's not y equals mx plus c, it's 2x plus 3y equals 6. So it's actually in a different format than the one that we had over here before. These ones are actually even nicer to work out the x-intercepts and y-intercepts. To work out the y-intercept, I just cover x, and I end up getting 3y equals 6, so therefore y equals 2. And to find the x-intercept, I make y 0, so I cover y, and I get 2x equals 6, therefore x equals 3. So I end up getting 0, 2, and 3, 0, straight line between the two, and I've got my graph. So essentially what we've done in this video is we've looked at sketching these linear graphs using the intercept method, making y equals 0 and making x equals 0. When x is 0, that's the y-intercept. When y is 0, that is the x-intercept. This is part 1 of sketching graphs, and in the next video I will have a look at method 2, which is the gradient and y-intercept method. So thanks for watching.